What's up YouTube? Crafting Cars here. Happy Tuesday. Now we got a lot of work ahead of us today. I got some big ol' updates. So as far as work, y'all know my 97 Honda CRV. This one right here that I purchased to replace my Jeep Patriot. I'm thinking about selling that soon. But unfortunately, it just decided to pop up with a check engine light. I think I know what it is. Seems to just be a misfire, but we got some spark plugs and wires to throw in there today. Hopefully that will remedy the issue. As far as updates, check this out. Got the motor nice and secure in the car. So fresh B16 installed into the Civic. Super excited. I got a time-lapse video. Short one, I'll just put that right here. Alright, hope you enjoyed that time lapse. Now, I'd like to give a big thanks to Michael, who came over and he stayed up all night with me, putting that bad boy in there. Big thanks to Gideon, and then also a couple shops that helped kind of get the engine all clean, put together. Really big project, and big thanks to all the subscribers and stuff. We like answering your questions and helping you guys out, so that means a lot to us. Also, to Allison, I'd like to give you a big fuck you. You'll see she was in the time-lapse video, but you won't be seeing her ever again in any Crafting Cars video, which is a good thing. You know, you guys don't need to see that anymore. She did something really bad, and I'm not going to say just how bad or what she did, but what I'm going to say is I wouldn't play any board games against her because chances are she would cheat. Alright, on with the video. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when I start up the CRV now. So, check engine light right away, and you can't really tell, but the whole car's shaking pretty bad. See the motor's shaking. It's really hard to pick up on camera, but I could like pull a spark plug and notice how the idle doesn't change at all. So for sure that one's misfiring. Oh yeah, flashing check engine light. That can only mean a couple things, and one of them is a cylinder misfire. So this is all we're going to need to fix the car today. Just got ratchet, extension, 5/8 spark plug socket, some NGK spark plugs. There is a part number for you if you just wanted to save yourself some time, and some spark plug wires. Now I usually recommend NGK spark plugs and NGK wires, but since I'm selling the car soon, I'm okay with putting in these Omni sparks. Alright, let's get right into it. First things first, I'm going to unplug the negative side of the battery. Not only will this just keep you safe electrically, but it also resets your check engine light if you have it unplugged for a while, and we're going to want that. And I'm going to pull out all of these spark plug tubes. Well, that one was looking a little wet. We don't like that. And they're dirty. Very dirty. Alright, now I'm going to grab my ratchet, my extension, and my socket, and we're going to take all of those out of there. Not going to lie, this one feels very cross-threaded. There's one. So that's two, and you better believe it fought me all the way out. You should never in any circumstance have to use a breaker bar to get your spark plugs out. Alright, there's three. And this one smells kind of fuel fouled, like it's covered in gas. Hopefully that's going to be alright. There's number before. This one also covered in gas. I sure hope that's not coolant. Alright, so now we can open up our NGK spark plugs. And then I like to coat the threads in anti-seize, and that makes installation a lot smoother, but also saves you when you go to remove the plugs, say like 20,000 miles down the road. Alright, we got our 4 plugs nice and evenly coated. Let's go throw them in the car. Alright, all 4 spark plugs are in. Now it's time to install our new wires. Alright, so now the new plugs and wires are installed. It should run smoother than ever. The only thing that could keep it misfiring would be a bad distributor cap, a bad rotor, lack of air, lack of fuel. But this is the most common issue, so chances are when I start up the car, we're going to be in good shape. Don't forget, reconnect the negative battery terminal. Boop! And let's go start this thing up. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Well, so far the car's not shaking. The motor's not shaking either. Check engine light's still off, but you really don't know until you take it for a test drive. So let's go for a test drive. So here goes nothing. The car already sounds a lot quieter, a lot smoother. Usually when I shift into reverse, it really starts to shake. Let's see how it feels. Nothing. I bet you can't even tell that the car is running right now, but it is. I think I'm going to go to O'Reilly's because I got to top this thing off. It's about a quart low on oil, so we're gonna fill it up. Oh my god, it's so smooth. I don't think it's driven this smooth since the day I bought it. And it was also, I should mention, it was also shifting really hard. But what some people don't know is that misfires can actually lead to hard shifting. Because say your engine is misfiring and you got like half the power it usually has. So say to accelerate up to 45 miles per hour, your foot's to the floor. Well, if the ECU reads that your foot's to the floor, it's gonna think that you're in race mode and it's gonna shift that tranny hard because you gotta win the race. But right now, everything feels smooth, so I think we are good. I'm gonna leave the camera on just in case something pops up. You know, it's driving so smooth right now, I almost don't want to sell it. But then again, I'd rather sell the car while it's in pretty good operating condition so I can get the most money for it. And I also really need the money right now because building a race car is not cheap. So now currently the only problem with the car is aesthetics. It's a little ugly on the right side because I sideswiped a guardrail in the wintertime, and the alignment is also off because I sideswiped a guardrail in the wintertime. It was slippery. Alrighty, so just got done at O'Reilly's. Got an extra quart of oil in there. Slurp, 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 slurp. Just so it's nice and level. This car leaks a little bit of oil. That's another problem it's got. Leaks a little bit of oil out of the cam seal. But not too bad. I just haven't driven the car in a long time, so shit adds up. Now, we did make it all the way to O'Reilly's without an issue. No check engine light, nothing. Everything feels good. Chances are we're gonna make it all the way home without an issue. And yeah, I'm gonna take some pictures of this car, post it up on Facebook Marketplace, maybe Craigslist tonight, and maybe I'll have some money in my pocket later on. That'd be nice. Because I need a oil scavenger pump for my turbo, and snacks. Alright, so we're almost home. and then we'll get one last good pull out of the car before I have to get rid of it. Here we go. Holy shit, this thing's fast. Oh. Fuck, man, when all 127 horsepower kick in at once like that, you can't help but get thrown back in your seat. Jesus Christ. All right. We're making it back home. That was a joke, by the way. The car's not fast at all. But it is a whole lot of fun. All right, so I'm glad that we made it home smoothly in the CRV. She's driving nice, and I think it's ready to sell. And I hope you guys like the big update on the Civic and all the tea that got spilled today. And we got a very exciting episode coming up this Friday. Gideon's putting Cadillac ATS brakes on his BRZ, and we're talking big boys. So get excited. We'll see you then. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh yeah. Oh shit.